In today's society, true masculinity has been under attack for a while now. Acting masculine is frowned upon. We have seen this happen everywhere, but it's making a comeback. Yes, here's the truth. Your masculine energy isn't just important. It's essential for your success and fulfillment. So, in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you 7 powerful techniques to instantly boost your masculine aura. And these aren't just theories. They are practical steps that will transform how you carry yourself, how others see you, and most importantly, how you see yourself as a man. Whether you are struggling with confidence, feeling lost without purpose, or you just want to reclaim your masculine energy, this video is the blueprint to becoming the strong, attractive leader that you are meant to be. For the first trait, I want you to think about something for a second. Have you ever noticed how some guys, they just command respect when they speak? They seem to have this natural presence without even trying. They don't even need to be the loudest person in the room or the flashiest or have the best physique. They just have something that's more powerful. They've mastered direct communication. Now, I don't mean for you to be rude or bossy, but instead communicate clearly, confidently, and get straight to the point, and it works wonders. A study actually found that employees who don't shy away from direct communication and speak up often are consistently rated as more competent by their teammates and managers. So to improve your speaking, start by removing wishy-washy words. For example, like, just, maybe, I think, I guess. For instance, let's say you want to ask someone out on a date. Instead of saying, hey, like I was just wondering if maybe you'd like to grab coffee sometime, you should say, hey, you like coffee, right? They respond, yes. You say, let's grab coffee this weekend. I know a great spot downtown. Are you down? Or another example, instead of sending an email that says, hi, I'm just checking in to see if you had time to send a proposal. I think it would be really important to submit that today. Instead, you should write, hi, checking in on that proposal. It's important that we submit that today. See how much more confident that sounds? Next time you're in a conversation, catch yourself. When you're about to use those filler words, try your best to cut them out and be direct. But look, mastering direct communication is only the first step. Another key skill goes hand in hand with this, and it's something that many guys overlook, because true masculinity is about suppressing your emotions. It's actually about managing them effectively. I mean, think about it. Who seems more masculine? A guy who's going to lose it? He's going to lose his cool at the smallest thing? He's going to freak out? Or someone who stays cool under pressure? This is why if you want to improve your masculinity, you actually need emotional control. And in the book Emotional Intelligence 2.0, psychologist Dr. Travis Bradbury discovered that 90% of top performers have high emotional intelligence, while only 20% of the bottom performers do. So to develop this skill, you have to practice not losing your cool on dumb things. When you do, take a moment and reflect, breathe, and regain control. Eventually, this will lead to staying in control with bigger things. The goal is to think and problem solve. Come up with a solution. Don't explode with anger and look like a fool. A great place to start correcting this, which really works for me, is with people that already accept it when you lose your cool. Your parents, your partner, your dog, or even your kids if you have them. Just because they accept it when you explode or treat them poorly doesn't mean you keep doing it. Start there by controlling your emotions and let it branch out to the rest of your life. Remember, you are a masculine man. People closest to you need to lean on for guidance. You are the leader of the tribe. The better you become at this, the better overall as a man you will feel. Trust me on that. Once you've mastered your emotions, let's discuss an area that many guys struggle, and that is dating. As a matter of fact, your approach to dating is probably destroying your masculine frame, your masculine energy. Think about your last few dates. If you've had some, hopefully you have. Were you trying to impress the person across from you, or were you actually genuinely seeing if they were the right person, the right match for you? Because there's a big difference, and it all comes down to your mindset. The best mindset is the complete opposite of what you've been told realistically. Look, you are not going to find the dream person right away on your first date. It's not going to be the perfect match for you. You need to date with an intent to disqualify instead of trying to win someone over. You should actually see whether or not they are the right fit for you. So here's what I want you to do before your next date. Write down 3 non-negotiable qualities that you're looking for in a partner. Maybe it's ambition, maybe it's kindness, or maybe it could be something physical, like they need to be fit or athletic, something like that. Or they need to have a great sense of humor maybe. Whatever makes the most sense to you. Whatever matters the most to you. Then use these as a filter during your interaction. During your dates, and by the way, you don't have to have these extremely high, impossible standards, okay? But the aim is to balance yourself out and reach a point where you don't just go with your first option because they are available. You are operating with an abundance mindset because you know your worth. Which brings me to my next point. This only works if you are constantly improving yourself. You can't be picky if you are not becoming a better man. Being picky has to be earned. For example, if you value fitness, make sure that you are hitting the gym regularly. You can't expect this person to be super fit and then for you to be a slob and not go to the gym. If you want someone smart and curious, you should be reading and learning yourself. Your standards should only reflect who you are and who you are becoming. Also, when you are communicating your standards, don't be a jerk. Being elegant always wins. Yeah, you can be direct. Yes, you should absolutely be looking at this from a lens of, is this person worth my time? Is this the right person for me? Not just, oh man, she's so fine, I want to tear that up. You know what I'm saying. It's the dirty dog in all of us. Someone showed me this post the other day, and it says, you can really solve a lot of male problems by getting in shape and making money. You will still have problems, they are just smaller, and you have more resources to handle them. I couldn't agree more. If you know me, you know that I come from nothing. My mom was a stay-at-home mom to my 3 siblings and I. My dad fixed medical equipment, and we had real problems in our household. Mostly just financial. Now that I'm fit now that I'm well off financially, I still have problems. Don't get me wrong, but they are not even close to those that we had back then. I invest my time and money into making more, into growing my businesses. Those are my problems. They are very different. I'm not worrying if the car that we are driving is going to fall apart on the way to the destination because we bought it for $500. This is a true story, by the way. That's how much our family car that we drove for years cost. $500. Those hardships I'm grateful for. They fueled who I am today. I don't have to spend hours cleaning or doing laundry. I hire help. That opens up my time to put it into my businesses because having a clean and organized space is another attractive quality, by the way. If you're bringing a date home, you don't want to have a messy, dirty space. That's a turnoff. But doing well financially fixes that. You can just hire cleaners and that's it. Your place will look perfect. So I do agree with those 2 things. Being fit, making money, they solve a lot of problems, especially dating problems. Having an abundance of dating options that you find fit for you. Take a lot of personal work, but it's for the greatest good for your future. I get it, physical attraction is important, but a truly masculine man understands that a great woman is more than her looks. Sure, they are important, but they aren't everything. Focus on your personality, focus on compatibility, focus on life goals that you share. Trust me on that. A shared sense of humor even. Do your values align? That takes you much further than just a pretty face or an amazing body. By approaching dating that way, you are not just more attractive, you are embodying true masculine energy. You know your worth. You know what you want. You have standards and you are not afraid to stick to them. Don't go for the first person who's available. You have done the work. Don't settle. Don't go for the first person that says yes to you. That's not good enough. But this mindset shift is just one piece of the puzzle. There's another key trait to building your masculine aura. And this one, it might actually surprise you in today's world. You know, a lot of times we're told that men need to be more in touch with their feminine side. And look, there's nothing wrong with that. But there's also incredible value in male-only spaces, in male-only activities. When was the last time that you hung out with just the guys doing something challenging, doing something competitive? If it's been a while, you're probably missing out on a huge opportunity for growth, because one of the most powerful ways to boost your masculine energy is by surrounding yourself with other strong, successful men. And Jack Donovan, in his book, The Way of Men, found that men have a primal need for physical play, for competition, and for being a part of a tribe. And what that does is it gives men a higher life satisfaction. And the reason why is actually pretty simple when you're around other men, especially those who are working to better themselves. It pushes you to level up. It's like iron sharpening iron. So here's what I want you to do this week. Reach out to your male buddies, to your male friends, and organize a guys' night out. But instead of sitting around watching sports or going to a bar or going to a club, what you do is you choose something that challenges you physically or mentally. It could be a tough workout, so a group workout together. You guys go to the gym or go do some type of physical activity. Also, there's something about male camaraderie that boosts your confidence in a way that nothing else can. It's actually like tapping into our primal energy that's been with us for thousands of years. Those bonds you make will become a support system and will help you navigate any challenges and celebrate any victories. That's the key part of true masculine energy. But even if you build your male tribe to get the respect that you want, you still need to work on your next trait. Something that was mentioned in that post I agree with above, and that is physical fitness, being in shape. It's not just about looking good in a tight shirt. It's about capability. It's about health. It's about energy. It's about tapping into our primal energy. Think about it. Our ancestors, they didn't hit the gym to get six-pack abs to look aesthetic like a Greek god. They needed to be strong and capable to survive, to hunt, to provide for their loved ones. And guess what? Your body is hardwired for that. Same purpose. This is why working out is so important. You are a newbie. You have so many great resources nowadays. It's actually insane. You have YouTube videos teaching you how to use the machines in the gym. There's a million jack dudes giving you the blueprint to get jacked. So if you don't know how to use them, literally just Google it or YouTube it. You will get lots of videos that you can follow along. You even have at-home workouts. You don't even have to leave your house nowadays. You have fitness and diet plans available everywhere. There's absolutely zero excuse to not be fit nowadays. I also highly recommend taking up a physical hobby like martial arts, for example, because learning to fight will boost your confidence like nothing else. And it's going to boost your masculine presence too. And you're going to learn how to handle yourself in any situation. By the way, martial arts isn't about being a D-bag and just fighting everyone because you can now. It's about knowing that you can fight, knowing that you could beat those guys up and deciding not to because honestly, it wouldn't even be fair. You are a trained fighter. You are above all of that. It's about respecting fighting and having the discipline to control it, but having a good physique. It's great, but it's not the only masculine trait that you need. Let me ask you this. How confident do you feel when you are broke and in debt? You could have a six-pack, but if you are broke and in debt, it's just not a good feeling. You cannot be confident that way. The truth is that financial stability is a core pillar of masculine energy. Now, you don't have to be rich. You don't have to be filthy wealthy. But in order to control your life, you need to have control of your money. Robert Kiyosaki, famous author of The Rich Dad, Poor Dad, I highly recommend the book. I feel like everyone should read that book. He found that men who actively manage their own finances are significantly more likely to achieve long-term goals and long-term success. What's great is that you can use just a simple but powerful budgeting technique. It's called the 15-30-20 rule. I highly recommend you learn it. It's great for beginners, and here's how it works. I'll give you a quick breakdown. 50% of your income goes to your needs: rent, food, bills. 30% goes to your wants: entertainment, dining out, having fun with your buddies, with your partner, etc. The last 20% goes to your savings, or if you were in debt, then it goes into debt repayment. So obviously debt first and then savings. Just spend 30 minutes. Download a budgeting app for free, go through your expenses from the last 30 days, and this is so simple. It's going to increase your financial awareness. And you are going to be amazed at what you discover. A lot of times people go in debt is because people don't really understand anything about finances. They don't even try. They don't even know how much money they are making. They don't know how much they have in the bank. They don't know how much money they owe to their credit cards. And knowledge is power, especially when it comes to finances. Another important aspect of financial stability is having an emergency fund. You should have 3 to 6 months of living expenses paid if you can, so that you can have the same peace of mind. Call it a buffer if things go wrong. So those 3 to 6 months, they should be in a high interest savings account, earning a nice amount of interest. Make sure that you have 3 to 6 months of savings, and remember the goal is to control your finances, not to let your finances control you. So you're going to be more and more confident. You're going to be more capable. You're going to be happier, and honestly, you are going to be more attractive when you are in control of your money. But there's more. Imagine waking up every day with a fire. The best way to describe it is like a fire in your gun, a clear direction, unshakable confidence. That's what having a purpose does for you. This is maybe the most important part of this video. So if you made it this far, congratulations. This is the final piece of building that masculine aura. Most guys walk around without a clue about their purpose. They don't know what they are doing. They are just drifting through life instead of driving it. And if this sounds like you, don't worry, because finding purpose takes time. I understand that a lot of exploration, multiple changes in your interests, moving cities, figuring out what you want to do. I get it. To get started, here's what you should do. Step out of your comfort zone regularly. Often you have to try new things, or you are never going to know what your purpose is. If you're only doing the one thing, how are you going to know? Pay attention to what makes you lose track of time. If you are in that flow state, it's a sign of passion. It's something that you really enjoy. Maybe that is your purpose. Maybe that is your passion. Notice what people always come to you for help with. Those are your strengths. Then you should identify what annoys you about the world. What's wrong with the world? What's frustrating to you? And that's important because that might fuel your change. Reflect on your experiences. Keep a journal. Write it down. Whatever it is, think about what you've learned each week. And honestly, because you were doing that, because you were actually looking for it, you are going to be able to find your purpose with this exercise. You're not just looking for a grand life mission, but honestly, you're just uncovering what gives you that fire to push each and every day, what gives your life meaning and direction. Finding purpose is one of the most essential traits because a man with purpose is unstoppable. Purpose is like a superpower. It honestly supercharges your confidence as well. It makes you more magnetic to others and it ties together all 7 traits. If you like this, hit the thumbs up and check this one out here. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. Peace.